Yeah, but my stepsister's part of their class. Yep. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I've been there for 2 years. Yep. Yes, I want to retire. Yes.
Commander's over. So how do you
That's for police officer one as well. Yeah, I don't know for sure if we're going to be cleaning it or not. Yeah, because like you went to the campus, like the ISP building, we don't clean it. No, and we don't clean dispatch either. We just clean the residence hall, the bowling, Schneider building. There is what Deborah, me, Tammy, Lewis, Claire, Lottie, Tracy, so 7. Claire is part-time housekeeper, part-time in the kitchen. So there's 6 full-time housekeepers.
I think I just deleted my group conversation.
There's Kel, Claire part-time.
Send me a group text. So I can have it back.
Really? So how long will it take? Do you have like a time limit or just depends on yeah.
last year around this time, because we're slowing down, because we typically try to have 8 packages out before Thanksgiving and like around Christmas time. We had, I want to say like, I don't know if it was the FBI or other police departments, but we had people all the way from New Jersey and all over the United States were into bowling, but your building is 100 times bigger. So I wonder if like we were to do that, they would stay in our residence hall because it should be empty, and then they could just drive over there. But
And plus, there's no anywhere close, really. Yeah.
yeah, the buildings are secure. Like, granted, I have keys, but that's because I work there. So. But yeah, all doors are locked. Or you have to get buzzed in. We start at 8 a.m. Not 5. So, like, during the week with the recruits being there, we wouldn't arm the facilities because they're there. But, like, on Friday, if I was there, I'd put in my alarm code. I would make sure the doors are locked first, and then, like, if anyone would try to break in, the alarms would lock. And then for the range, it's different, but I don't have a key for the alarm code. That has to be the commander.
No, I worked this previous Sunday.
Someone else.
We had to do
I plan. That's what I plan to do.
we had to take down the entire network and then bring it back stuff.
Thank you. My brother is a lieutenant out in Las Vegas, and I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, he's my brother, so I don't know this, but they're building a new training facility out there. So, yeah, so we went out here to try and get ideas and look what we did. So I'll have to tell him to come out when you guys get yours done. Yeah. Really. He was telling me how their facility was not the best for what they have to do. Yeah. When he tells me the stuff he has to do, I feel like, why are you doing
Well,
this?
see, I was there before we even had like the IDOC in the auditorium, so like those buildings, yeah. And then to see those buildings, what they have, and like even the 299, it's crazy. No, she has to hand out some type of I can't remember.
She has to hand out a diploma. She
Yeah.
doesn't like being in front of everyone.
I went to school with Jim's kids, so yeah, he was my basketball and softball coach. So now it's funny, he's my boss. Yeah. Because see, I know all of his kids because his oldest daughter was a substitute when I was in high school, and then Dakota was in school when my
So that means I lost
high school.
what they want from
And I was in the same class as Chelsea, and then I was a year older than her. I live right down the street. Yes. It's a perfect spot. Not even 4 minutes away. Right by Wildwood. So, yeah. That's why last year when the snow was bad, I got picked up to come to work because I was right there.
I've applied to Northwestern, U of I, and U of I Spokane. If Northwestern lets me in, I'd go there in a heartbeat. But U of I or U of I Spokane are my top two. And Commander really wants me to go to U of I Springfield because that's where he graduated from. So,
Good afternoon, everybody. Everyone, please take a moment to recognize Class 2218 as they proceed to their seats. They look good. I would like everybody to stand for the posting of the colors by Recruit Class 2218 Honor Guard and the singing of the National Anthem by William Houck of the Bloomington Police Department.
Ready, face. Forward, march. Ready, post. Present arms. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Order, arms. About, face. Forward, march. Forward, march.
All the guests can go ahead and take a seat, please. take seats. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. My name is Jim Getz, and I'm the commander of the Macon County Law Enforcement Training Center. I would like to welcome all of you to the graduation of Police Recruit Class 2218. Today, we want to congratulate the class on successfully completing the basic law enforcement training, which is 14 weeks long and consists of 560 hours of training. This class has committed themselves to the academy and their training for the last 14 weeks. Today, we will take time to honor and recognize their hard work and welcome them to the law enforcement family. First, I want to thank Pastor Matt Samuels and the GT Church for hosting us today. Thank you, sir. I want to thank Richland Community College, President Valdez, and the Richland Board of Trustees for supporting MCLETC. I want to thank MCLETC for allowing us the opportunity to train the police recruits and cadets for the state. And I also want to thank the Howard G. Buffett Foundation for providing us the facilities, state-of-the-art facilities to train these recruits. I want to take a special second or minute to thank and recognize Deputy Commander Tom Snyder, who's seated on the end on my left. So, Deputy Commander Snyder will be leaving MCLETC at the end of this year to pursue other goals. Prior to working for MCLETC, he was with the Sheriff's Department and retired as the Sheriff of the Macon County Sheriff's Department. Since then, which was 2017, he's devoted his time and helped build MCLETC from the ground up and really put us on the map. So I want to thank him personally. I know a lot of recruits and cadets out there that would thank you personally. There's nobody that I know that is more genuine and caring and in the training of the recruits and cadets that we have and have had. And so I've learned a lot from that, and I just appreciate that. Thank you, Tom. And now, I know everybody came to hear Pastor Matt Samuels from GT Church. He's world renowned, so Pastor Matt Samuels.
Well, on behalf of my church family, we are so honored to be able to host you all here this afternoon. To all of our distinguished guests and to family and friends who also sacrifice. To you all, it's my church, so I get to step out here. So just take a deep breath, okay? Drink this in. Look at you. You're so beautiful, and you're so strong. And you decided at some point that you were going to come out from among us, that there was something calling you. There was this urge and this drive inside you, that you didn't want to be average. You didn't want to spend your life just doing a job. There's a mission that you have been called to fulfill. And it's not the kind of mission that every day you get up out of bed and every day there are people like today lined up ready to congratulate you and ready to tell you how much they love and appreciate you. It's not the kind of calling that day in and day out you might hear at a boy or at a girl. It's the kind of calling that you determine to do when you feel like it and when you don't feel like it. And despite what you see on social media and despite what you see on television, there are millions and millions of us who go out with you every day. We might not be beside you, but we cover you in our prayers. We are so thankful for your life and for your sacrifice. And so I charge you this afternoon to serve and to protect, to serve with humility, to serve everyone in your community that looks like you and anyone that doesn't look like you, the deserving and the undeserving. I charge you to serve with integrity. That the person that you are publicly matches the same person that you are privately. And I charge you out of that integrity to serve your family and friends with integrity. Why would you accept this? Why would you step out from among us average people and do something because you want to make a difference. There is something in you that cries out for transcendence, that says, I don't want to live my life just making a paycheck, but I want to make a mark. You don't do it because you're fearless. You do it even in the face of, and even when you are afraid, you're called to do it in a professional manner and to lead your community with heart and with compassion. And oh yes, you do it because you are brave. On those mornings when you get out of bed and you leave your family. On those afternoons when you go in, when most people are getting ready to go off, you show up way after the sun has gone down. Yeah, it's your bravery that will enable and equip you to serve your communities. And so, yes, you are brave when you feel like it. And yes, you are brave when you don't feel like it. And yes, you have a community of people that love you and that appreciate you. Yes, you are brave. And bravery is running towards danger when everyone else is running away. Bravery is showing up to help create peace in the midst of turmoil. Doggone it, you're brave. And we honor you today. The children of my church has presented made some canvases for each of you that with your name on it, just to show you that even the next generation look up to you. Yes, you are still our heroes. You are. And we bought you a little something, a little bracelet that I hope that you'll wear. And on those days when you feel weary, and in those times when you're like, man, am I really making a difference? That you'll look down at that bracelet and you'll always remember we're covering you and your families in prayer. And you got what it takes to endure. Can I pray over you? Let's bow our heads. Jesus, we thank you for every man and every woman who has answered the call and who are going to bravely put on that uniform and protect and serve. God, they understand that laws are just words if there's no one there to enforce them. And so, God, thank you for their lives. God, thank you for the sacrifice of their family and their friends. And we thank you, God, for your protection upon them now and moving forward. Thank you that in their weakness, you are strong in them. You make them brave. In Jesus' name, amen.
Makes me want to go back out on the streets. All right. I want to recognize a few special guests with us today. Deputy Director Sherilyn Williams for the Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standards Board. Jamal Symington, Chief of Police, Bloomington Police Department. Pastor Matt Samuels, who you just met. Deputy Commander Tom Snyder. One everybody's probably heard of at some point. Director of Training Ed Culp. Class Coordinator Dennis Arnold. Chad Bach, Class Coordinator. I apologize. Class Advisor, I apologize. Promotion. Well, he has been here a while. Nick Jones, Class Advisor as well. All right, I'd now like to introduce our guest speaker, Chief Jamal Symington of the Bloomington Police Department. Chief Symington began his law enforcement career at the Kankakee County Sheriff's Department in 1991, working in a variety of positions until 1999 when he joined the Illinois State Police. Chief Symington began working on patrol with the Illinois State Police. He was later assigned to investigations where he worked homicides, financial crimes, gang and gun crimes, amongst many other crimes. He earned the ranks of sergeant and master sergeant while assigned to the investigations. He was later appointed as a major and the regional commander of Central Illinois. From there, he earned the rank of lieutenant colonel, leading the statewide intelligence center, special weapons and tactics, statewide weapons of mass destruction team, along with many other responsibilities. Chief Symington would complete his final years with the Illinois State Police as the Deputy Director of Internal Affairs and finally to the Division of the Academy and Training. He retired from Illinois State Police in 2021 and was appointed as the Chief of Police, where he currently serves with the Bloomington Police Department. Chief Symington is a graduate of Northwestern University for Public Safety, School of Police Staff and Command. He earned his bachelor's degree in criminal justice and a master's degree in public safety from Governor State University. Chief Symington holds a diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace certificate from the University of South Florida. It is my honor to introduce Chief Jamal Symington.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
There we go. Show a little excitement, right? Pastor, I don't know. Thank you, sir, for your prayers and certainly hosting us here and his words of confidence in what we do. Greetings, Commander Jim Getz, your staff, each of the sheriffs, chiefs of police, command staff, and other distinguished guests and graduates. It is an honor and privilege to serve as today's keynote speaker as these recruits commence their careers in this esteemed profession. To the supportive family members and friends of Macon County Law Enforcement Training Center Recruit Class 22-18, your display of support of these 71 fine men and women who represent 26 law enforcement agencies in the state of Illinois is exceptional and will always be needed to sustain them in this very tough but rewarding career. Being here to witness this important day is essential for their success. But like them, this is only an initial step you share with them in their journey. Your invaluable and ever-present support will be needed as their career journey continues and they strive for success while maintaining the necessary focus to keep them safe while they serve others. Behind every happy, healthy, and successful law enforcement professional are understanding families, spouses, significant others, parents, and other loved ones whom much will be expected of. Many thanks to Commander Getz, the class staff, and instructors for preparing this next group of law enforcement professionals. The commitment of this staff to ensure they are field training ready is quite an undertaking. The 560 plus hours of instruction, which include defensive tactics, constitutional policing standards, discipline, and teamwork, amongst others, will have a positive and lasting impact on today's graduates as they serve their communities for generations to come. The Macon County Law Enforcement Training Center's core values of integrity, respect, public service, discipline, and excellence have set an initial tone for what each of these young officers should put into practice during their daily service to others. Those in this great profession are linked and integrated into a culture which is reliant upon quality training to incorporate best practices, improve processes and safety, and increase accountability and professionalism. Your success with our recruits is ultimately our success and the success of the respective agencies and the communities we take an oath to serve. Job well done to MCLETC. Graduates, today, each of you are anxious to put the excellent training provided by this staff into practice. There are high expectations for you. Although this is basic training, it is an accomplishment for the very foundation you will stand upon as you start your field training at your respective agencies. At this very moment, you should have a mindset of readiness to field train in an effort to ultimately be prepared to take on society's problems and provide a service of excellence, purpose, and resilience. Prepare to be positive in all aspects of service to others, to be good in the presence of evil, to run towards danger when others run in the opposite direction, to serve as a guardian, but at any moment be ready to transition to a warrior. Prepare to save the helpless from unfortunate situations, to restore hope and purpose in the lives which deserve better, to kneel on one knee, to converse with a young child, to put them at ease, to eliminate danger in our children's schools. Prepare to positively impact the behavior of others who prefer not to be held accountable, to be what is good in society, to problem solve, to have the courage to do what is appropriate and professional despite high levels of chaos, danger, and stress. Prepare to take a life to preserve the lives of others. It is your courage for this calling in the most noble profession in America members of communities are expecting. This is the truth. Society demands a police force which is honorable and prepared to preserve the fundamental rights of freedom and safety that everyone deserves as they live, learn, play, work, and worship. Be prepared. With all of the instruction and training you've received the past 14 weeks comes a tremendous obligation to get it right. Be professional and exert a duty of service to others while exceeding the expectations of those you have taken the oath to protect. You will have many opportunities to enhance or positively change perceptions about our profession. Each time you cross paths with the law-abiding and the inadvertent violators, as well as those who bring the wrath of evil against others. With the badge you bear and the uniform you wear comes a tremendous burden to represent this profession, which has had its challenges over the years and throughout history. This profession has had its unfortunate blemishes by bad actors and evil intentions or horrible decisions and overt selfishness. It is a fact that this profession has had many challenges, and if you think about it, most of the major challenges were brought upon ourselves because of horrible decisions. There's an unfortunate history in America associated with bias-based policing actions in our communities and throughout this country. Whether it was the many documented police-enabled lynchings throughout the country and state, or the wrongful beating of Rodney King, for instance, or the murder of George Floyd, to name a few. It may be hard to imagine, but many historical events still negatively impact the communities we serve and resonate with families, lineage, which is passed on from generation to generation. Therefore, it is us, it is you, that will positively impact and change the perceptions of many who don't trust us and those who are naysayers. Building trust will have its challenges, but the burden is upon each of us, each of you, to change the pessimism attached to the police profession every day you serve others. Model the appropriate behavior. It is what you choose to do when no one is looking or when you are under the microscope of others that will impact our ability to build trust in the various communities we serve. Make the positive impact. This is not make-believe, fiction, or television, folks, or even the training environment. It will be your new reality. At this very moment, you're on the brink of being thrusted into action. The reality of being the mitigator between good and evil, the difference maker between the criminal mind and the innocent, and the light and the darkness that others face in society. Remember, it is a privilege. It is a privilege to serve. You are blessed to be in a position to serve in this prominent but sometimes thankless profession. Champion the badge. Champion the good and service. Champion efforts to build relations and engagement despite differences in socioeconomic status, beliefs, religion, race, sexual orientation, or culture. Champion the opportunity to keep our streets and communities safe. Champion the opportunities to engage with the youth. Champion the mission and values your respective agencies have in place in an effort to work together in sync, in partnership, with trust and resilience. Champion our profession as there is a high value on your impact to recruit those that will serve alongside you in the future. You should be our best recruiters for this occupation. This job is not and never will be about you as an individual. This job is about serving others. If you ever choose to make this profession about you, you will struggle with giving the very best day in and day out. It will be very difficult to answer the demands placed before you with a pure mind of service. Your journey to a full career, leadership opportunities, and ultimately retirement will have many setbacks and unnecessary challenges if selfishness takes center stage. Therefore, I encourage you to focus on positivity, positive outcomes. This will allow you to serve with better success. There's no place for negativity or lack of candor in this absolutely great profession. This is the greatest job in the world, ladies and gentlemen, but it is fragile. At any given moment, a bad decision on your part can create havoc and destroy the very fabric leaders who've went before us in this field have given their lives for. Work in this profession is a human endeavor. As the late President John F. Kennedy stated, we choose to go to the moon and do other things not because they are easy, but because they are hard. It is my hope you choose, and you have chosen this occupation, this profession, this calling, not because it's easy, but because it's hard, because it's challenging, it's unpredictable, it's stressful, it's rewarding, it's incredibly fun at times, but difficult in the same breath. You will be on the front lines for a society who will summon you because they have tremendous expectations you will do the job very well. They yearn for you to always get it right, to do right, to treat them with a high level of dignity and respect. I encourage you to do it well, folks. Lastly, strive for excellence, even when it is difficult. This profession is about serving well, serving selflessly, serving with confidence, serving although you're frustrated and sometimes feel unsupported, serving with your teammates, serving with your fellow man and woman, serving with humanity, serving with humility, serving with grace, serving to hold each other accountable at high levels all of the time. You cannot hold society accountable if you're not holding yourself accountable. You must model the best behavior and serve as though someone is watching you every hour of every day. Character and doing the right things for the right reasons all the time, as well as treating others with respect, has to be paramount. You may never know life's journeys of strangers you cross paths with in your daily work, but everyone has a story. Everyone has a life of experience you may never understand or are able to fathom. Give grace. Give grace to those you work with, those you work alongside, and those who will lead you on a daily basis. And also, give yourself grace as well. Be a consummate teammate, knowing that everyone accomplishes more together. There's no greater honor than to serve others. Serve well, serve selflessly, serve with honor and distinction. Serve with a high level of motivation to accomplish, to protect the vulnerable. Serve to enhance the quality of life in your community. Serve, serve, serve. Be the brand your agencies or communities will be very proud of. Remember, you have a tremendous value in this nation. We, your leaders, sheriffs, chiefs, commanders, believe in you. You are the investment of today, tomorrow, and for the next generation of law enforcement officers. Serve with integrity. Serve gladly, remarkably, with passion. Serve to be the beacon of hope your mom, your dad, your family, your significant other would be very proud of. As I close, remember this day, the day to celebrate you, the day you celebrated a successful step in your journey to be a certified law enforcement officer here in Illinois. Go do well, and I wish you Godspeed and a happy, healthy, and prosperous career. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. I will now bring Director of Training Ed Culp up to say a few words to the class before he doesn't get to see you anymore.
Well, I think he did this on purpose, putting Pastor Matt and Chief Symington in front of me. I'm just going to stand here, and then we'll just clap and go on our way. Honestly, folks, ladies and gentlemen, command staff, thank you and welcome to Class 2218's graduation. To you, I have to brag on the class. They had a record-setting blood drive while they were in class that went to urgent care facilities throughout the state of Illinois, and I want them to be acknowledged for that. And I also want to talk about the Halloween drive that they did to provide a safe environment for our local kids here in Macon County that brought over 800 guests. Reason I bring that up is because of the community service. We have our 560 curriculum, and it's a lot to shove in 14 weeks. But the two events I just gave you were after hours. They were after what they already mandated to do, because what they have learned or what they had in their hearts already, this job is much more than an 8-hour job in a squad car. It's about community engagement, community service. There is no punching in on a time clock on this job. It's 24/7, but if you guys look around, the support you have by your families and your department heads, that's what's important. But you need to learn now, and I believe you have, that community service is much more than 8 hours a day. To you, Class 2218, I needed this venue to have my final talk with you. We've had a lot of good talks, most involved push-ups. But this final talk is about the brotherhood and sisterhood you're going to experience. And I needed this because of the people here on the stage. I've known these people 20, 30 years, some within just the last few years myself. But as I look out at retired Detective Chad Warner, Sergeant Bob Squires, current Sheriff Jack Campbell, current DeWitt County Sheriff Mike Walker, I bring those people up to you because we're all part of a bigger family. No matter what case I had, I could call Bob or Chad, and they would drop what they had and help me out. We were all in the same county, we serve the same citizens, but that's just what we did, and I do the same for them. But Sheriff Campbell, Sheriff Walker, my problems were in my community, but they recognized the greater need for community assistance, and they would help out. Because just as you, wearing those uniforms, you're all part of a family now. Sometimes dysfunctional, but still a family. The people you're trying to protect and help, it's much past your jurisdiction. And I appreciate everything that these folks on stage and out in the crowd have done for me over the years, and I think they'd say the same. But embrace that. Enjoy it. Have a good time. Don't be afraid to laugh. Smile, but go home every night. Thank you.
Going to now introduce Class President Deputy Matthew Schoenbrod, McLean County, to come up and say a few words.
Shalom, everybody. I could not be more honored and excited to be standing here before you. Today marks our first step into the greatest show on earth, a dream job and dream career. While we have many steps still ahead of us in the next 30 years to continue to train and learn to be the best we can be, we should still be proud of everything we accomplished here at MCLETC. I would like to first thank those who have helped us get here, friends and family who have supported us all these weeks we've been away, our departments for putting their resources into us and continue to do so, our instructors and the command staff here at MCLETC, who put their time into us every day to try and prepare us for the road. And a special thank you to Officer Jones and Officer Bach for answering every question we had from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. I'm sure we drove you guys crazy, but we cannot thank you guys enough for being our human shield, sounding board, and mentors. Class 2218, I'm so excited to not be living with you guys anymore. I'm also excited to see how we do as a class. We've built relationships here that will last a lifetime, relationships we can count on and work with years down the road. We have struggled against each other and with each other in IFO and PT. We have helped quiz each other, studying and preparing for tests. We have kept each other focused during even the hardest days of death by PowerPoint. We have worked together responding to incidents during scenarios. Each one of us has relied on one another at some point during the 14 weeks we have had here. I am proud of the work we have put in here and proud to be graduating alongside each and every one of you. I'm sure we will miss some of the sights and sounds of MCLETC. It will be different not seeing everyone gathering up in the mornings, not hearing the fun nuggets of wisdom from Detective Daly, not getting Chief Culp's hairstyle advice every week, but it's time to move forward. I will leave you guys with this. Week 14 is in the books. We all know our motto. Congratulations, Class 2218. I'm proud to be on this journey with all of you.
Man, he didn't have a reason to be nervous. He knocked it out. Good job. Chief Culp said you still need a haircut. All right, this is what we've been waiting for. Deputy Chief Arnold will now announce the graduates.
Thank you, Commander. Welcome, everyone. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. There are several of you in the audience that will be doing some special presentation to individual recruits. I would ask at this time that if you would make your way to my right, your left side of the stage, and please line up over there. It will give you a little bit of time to make that happen. All right, the moment that you've all been waiting for the last 14 weeks. Officer Vanessa Aguila, Aurora Police Department. Officer Andriana Armitage, Aurora Police Department. Her certificate will be presented to her by her husband, Officer Andrew Armitage, Lyle Police Department. Got time for a picture. Officer Abigail Asensio, Sycamore Police Department. Her certificate will be presented to her by her husband, Detective George Abonce, DeKalb Police Department. Officer Jesse Beam, Bloomington Police Department. Officer Isaiah Brown, Springfield Police Department. Officer Justin Callahan, Bloomington Police Department. Officer Daniel Carmona, Zion Police Department. Deputy Melanie Kastner, Macon County Sheriff's Office. Her certificate will be presented to her by Chief Edward Cope. Officer Philip Zarnecki, Lake Forest Police Department. Officer Jonathan Cernek, Carroll Streams Police Department. Officer Noah Dar, Danville Police Department. Deputy Alexander De Leon, Sangamon County Sheriff's Office. Officer Gerard Dewey, Springfield Police Department. Deputy Jacob Evans, Sangamon County Sheriff's Office. His certificate will be presented to him by his uncle, Captain Rodney Vos. Sangamon County Sheriff's Office, retired. Officer Jeremy Evans, Metro Police Department. Officer Matthew Gable, Loves Park Police Department. Officer Owen Hamlin, Springfield Police Department. Officer Logan Hammond, Springfield Police Department. Deputy Justin Hart, Lee County Sheriff's Office. Officer Peyton Heiser, Yorkville Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his father, Sergeant Tim Heiser, Glenview Police Department, retired. Officer Brennan Hoger, Normal Police Department. Officer William Hauk, William Hauk, Bloomington Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his uncle, Chief Mike Kemp, Mackinac Police Department. Officer Micah Hurd, Pontiac Police Department. Officer John Iannucci, Crete Police Department. Officer Benjatoris James, Blue Island Police Department. Officer Alexander Cater, Decatur Police Department. Deputy Andrew King, McCain County Sheriff's Office. Officer Daniel Kohler, Carroll Streams Police Department. Officer Tia Kinzel, Decatur Police Department. Her certificate will be presented to her by her stepfather, Sergeant Robert Squires, Decatur Police Department, retired. Officer Navin Lynette, Crete Police Department. Officer David Lindstrom, Springfield Police Department. Officer Elijah Lujano, Normal Police Department. Officer Austin Marburger, Bloomington Police Department. Officer Connor McAmeal, Aurora Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his cousin, Detective Dan Berg, Chicago Police Department. Officer Sean McGuire, Springfield Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his father-in-law, Special Agent Kevin Kaufman, Illinois State Police, retired. Officer Jacob McLean, Springfield Police Department. Officer William Meacham, Springfield Police Department. Officer Conrad Newhouse, DeKalb Police Department. Officer Easton O'Brien, North Pekin Police Department. Officer Patrick Passerbeck, Lincolnshire Police Department. Can't wait to get here, can you? Officer Blake Patchett, Aurora Police Department. Officer Caleb Payne, Mattoon Police Department. Deputy Joseph Percy, Macon County Sheriff's Office. Officer Caitlin Pullen, Galesburg Police Department. Her certificate will be presented to her by her father, Correctional Officer Darren Pullen, Federal Bureau of Prisons, retired. Officer Scott Ray, Zion Police Department. Officer Zane Reining, Danville Police Department. Officer Brianna Renfro, Decatur Police Department. Officer Jesus Rodriguez, DeKalb Police Department. Officer Caitlin Rose, Normal Police Department. Her certificate will be presented to her by her father, Sergeant Donald Rose, Chicago Police Department, retired. Officer Aaron Russell, Decatur Police Department. His certificate would be presented to him by Chief Ed Cope. Officer Clarita Sanchez, Aurora Police Department. Officer Michael Sarmiento Robles, Zion Police Department. Officer Ethan Schmidgel, Bloomington Police Department. Deputy Matthew Schoenbrod, McLean County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Adrian Shan, LaSalle County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Jacob Snyders, DeWitt County Sheriff's Office. His certificate will be presented to him by his uncle, Colonel Mike Schneiders, Illinois State Police, retired. Deputy Jacob Stauffer, McLean County Sheriff's Office. Officer Scott Southard, Springfield Police Department. Officer Chance Taylor, Springfield Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his stepmother, Chief Deputy Cheryl Lynn Williams. Sangamon County Sheriff's Office, retired. Officer Matthew Tribley, Bloomington Police Department. Officer Matthew Trimble, Normal Police Department. Oh, sorry. Got ahead of myself. You know who's next. You're true. There we go. Officer Matthew Trimble, Normal Police Department. Officer Amber Ulatowski, Blue Island Police Department. Officer Candy Vanderkoy, Springfield Police Department. Officer Keith Vanderwerken, Metro Police Department. Deputy Austin Vaughn, Tazewell County Sheriff's Office. Officer Alberto Vasquez, Bloomington Police Department. Officer Jonathan Welton, Decatur Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his sister, Trooper Jackie Danner, Illinois State Police. Officer Edward Wheeler, Springfield Police Department. His certificate will be presented to him by his father, Lieutenant Derek Wheeler, Springfield Police Department. Officer Mason Williams, Springfield Police Department. Officer Cameron Woodbury, Galesburg Police Department. Officer Joshua Zimmerman, Aurora Police Department.
give another hand to recruit class 2218. I have some special presentations, special awards I would like to recognize now. The first award I will present is the Firearms Award for the class's top shooter. The recipient of the Firearms Award for Recruit Class 2218 goes to Recruit Officer Tia Kunzel, Decatur Police Department, with an impressive record fire score of 50 out of 50. Come on up, Tia. Physical fitness. Okay. The next award I'll present is the Physical Fitness Award. This award goes to the recruit with the highest overall fitness score based on the cumulative score of 2 power tests, which consists of the bench press, sit and reach, sit-ups, and a 1.5 mile run. The recipient of the Physical Fitness Award for Class 2218 with a very impressive 99%, Sean McGuire, Springfield Police Department. I see why he's a Physical Fitness Award winner about broke my hand when he shook it. To slow down a little bit. Academics. The next award is the Academic Award, which is awarded to the recruit who has the highest overall percentage based on 7 quizzes and 2 exams. The recipient of the award with an overall academic score of 96% goes to Andrew King, McLean County Sheriff's Department. The final award is the Commander's Choice Award. This award goes to the recruit who showed overall outstanding achievements in academics, firearms, physical fitness, and most importantly, leadership. The recipient of the Commander's Choice Award, Jonathan Welton, Decatur Police Department. I'd like to recognize the class officers next. When I call your name, please approach the stage and accept your certificate. Class President, Deputy Matthew Schoenbrod, McLean County Sheriff's Department. Get some exercise in there. Class Treasurer, Deputy Andrew King, McLean County Sheriff's Department. King. Good job, Class Secretary, Deputy Jacob Snyders, DeWitt Sheriff's Department. Give a hand to those three. They had the responsibility with keeping up with everything else and then taking on the lead of those extra positions as well. So I want to recognize the last 2 certificates I will give out are for my 2 class advisors. These are experienced officers that their chiefs and their administration give to us for 14 weeks. They spend the nights and days with the class. They answer all those questions, just like one of the recruits said, you know, from 5 in the morning to 9 at night. And so they really do a great job. Chiefs, we really appreciate you sending them to us. It pays dividends for these recruits to have that experience right next to them all the time. So Officer Chad Bach, Normal Police Department. Officer Nick Jones, Bloomington Police Department. You guys going to have... All right, so we're going to close things out here in the next few minutes. I know we're ready to go, and I know the class is ready to be dismissed and get out of here away from us for a little bit. They'll come back, I just know it. All right, so first off, I want to thank all the families that are here. I know that the recruits have been with us for 14 weeks. During that 14 weeks, we know that things still go on at home. You still have kids that need to be in school, kids that need to be put to bed. You got yard work, just those daily tasks that we kind of take for granted. You're taking all that on while the recruits are here for 14 weeks when their only responsibility is classrooms. So thank you to the families for their support. One thing I push to the recruits is as much as we ask the families to support us while we're on the streets and we're doing this tough job, don't forget to support your families too, because they are a part of this as well. When you leave for work, you know, they're thinking about you, and you're always in their prayers as well. So make sure that works both ways. You support your family as well, and don't forget them when you get tied up with your work. I want to congratulate all of the new officers and deputies from MCLETC Recruit Class 2218. All of you shown discipline, initiative, hard work, and dedication to reach this point. I'm going to close by reminding you, each one of you, to always remember why you became a police officer, and to use that as your guide now and 20 years from now. All of us, including this class, all the law enforcement officers who are sitting in this room right now, myself included, all of us were asked that question in our initial interview to become a police officer. Why do you want to become a police officer? And I'm guessing that 99.9% of us answered we want to serve the public, or we want to help the public, or we want to help some type of answer like that, but all of it goes back to serving and helping the public. Remember, you have an opportunity to have an impact on people's lives every day you put on that uniform. There will be citizens you come in contact with you may not be able to make an impact on, but the majority of people you can. Most people in the public look up to police officers, so when you have the opportunity to have a positive impact, take advantage of this and show them why they look up to you. We can arrest and protect and use force if necessary, but we can all do that in a professional manner. When you get your 4th burglary call on your shift, just remember many of the victims have never needed the police before, and they think their call is the most important thing going on in the city that day. So even though this is your 4th burglary call that day, treat it as it is your most important call that day. It could be your grandparents, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters. You'd want their call treated as if it was the most important call that day. So remember, those people that call you, it's a bad day for them. Just because you're having a bad day, don't make it a bad day for them. Or worse day, I should say. I ask all of you to represent your agency with the utmost professionalism and caring attitude. I also ask that when you are forced to go to the warrior part of your job, you use the tactics you gained here at MCLETC and the continued training your departments will give you to protect yourselves, your fellow officers, and your citizens. Prepare and train every day for the worst case scenario while hoping you never have the worst case scenario. I want to thank all of you for your hard work and dedication while at the Academy. I want to thank you for your willingness to take the torch from the past police officers and protect your communities in the future. I ask that you give your agencies your best every day because you are now truly part of the best profession in the world. I wish all of you a great and safe career. Welcome to the law enforcement family. Congratulations.
I'll close this out in prayer. Before I do, though, I'm going to pray that we all have the patience of Zimmerman, right? Zimmerman, your whole life you've been last, right? You've had to, there's a Bible verse. You poor thing, there's a Bible verse that says, the last shall be first. Unfortunately, it's not today, but I'm going to pray we all have your patience. And my wife would not forgive me if I wouldn't say to Tia, go girl, go girl. Let's bow our heads and pray, you guys. May God bless you and keep you. May he make his face to shine upon you. May his goodness and his mercy follow you all the days of your life. May you be a conduit that his love and his compassion would flow through. May you always be a shining example of strength and grace. And may you always, always, always come home. In Jesus' name, amen. God bless you.